There is nothing that I love more than to see people walk into the library and be surprised with the amount of things that we can provide in this space. I love watching parents bring in their children for story time. I love watching teens sit and learn together and craft together and make things together. I love watching people come in and use the technology that we offer.
For us, the library is about so much more than what is inside the building. Materials, books, computers, technology, programming, our creation station, those are all really amazing things that we offer our community, but it's a lot more than that. It's about bringing people together and creating those connections. When we were closed, that was the big hole. We could still find ways to get materials into the hands of people even without being open. We could still provide some of our services and our programming, but we couldn't bring those people together physically. You know, it was really important to continue to create those connections.
The library is very essential to me and important to me. We don't actually have a computer at home. We just had my tablet. So I would always come and do a lot of work at the computers here at the library. And then for my children also. So when they weren't in school yet, we came very often to story time and really found a lot of friendships with people that we wouldn't normally form friendships with. And so that was really a connection for my children to have that social aspect.
Sadly, it kind of broke my heart. We were closed for 71 days, which is a hit to this community because people needed us. While we were closed, our facilities staff took every item off of every shelf and sanitized the shelves, cleaned the items, and then returned them to their home. I am always amazed at this staff. They excelled, and it did not come to a screeching halt. In the early days of this pandemic, PPE was not easily found, and there was a lot of concern from medical professionals. Being able to be caregivers and to help these people. I was really excited when Conrado approached me and he was sharing with me that he could help make that happen. It really kind of set me back. I had to just really sit and listen to him. And his approach was, and it was being done other places, you can 3D print the mask for medical professionals.
We were a central location and we had a 3D printer here that was just idle. So we connected with the Wyoming Technology Coronavirus Coalition to help them in their efforts. With a single 3D printer, we were more on a small scale, but with the efforts of a couple other places in Casper and with the University of Wyoming, we were able to supply all of these face masks for individuals across the state.
And he said, hey, I'll take that 3D printer home. I was like, what? And he said, I'll take it home. And I want to print as many as we can. And he was just really dead set on making this happen.
The printer ended up on my desk at my apartment. I was doing my best to keep it running 24/7. Sometimes that meant waking up at 3:30 in the morning to make sure it was printing properly and to swap out any filament rolls that were running low. We may not have been able to advocate for a thriving community by being open, but we were able to ensure that those who are making sure that our community continues to thrive were successful in their efforts.
I mean, we just have a phenomenal staff. They care. For them, it's all about making those connections with the people that they're serving and helping improve their life or improve their work situation or whatever it is. And they just have such a passion for what they're doing.
We had people calling the library saying, I need to submit a job application and I would normally come into the library, can I please still come? And while we couldn't make exceptions and have people come into the library when we were otherwise closed, we struggled with where to point people. What other resources in this community offer the same thing? And what we realized is there are none. We're the only place in the community that offers all of these things for free.
To someone who is considering giving to the library, I would say that their dollar stretches in a lot of different ways. It goes to funding our technology, it goes to funding programs. And right now that is very important to connecting people with the resources in our community, with the educational offerings that the library can provide. It gives families the ability to have just a little bit of help at this critical time.
When it comes to all the extras, the programming, the creation station, all that we do with our children and teens, the outreach that we do. None of that is county direct allocations. We really rely on this community and the generous giving of the individuals in this community to go above and beyond, to be able to excel.